We're currently on year two of our plant-based journey. And when I mean by plant-based, I mean single ingredient foods. Things like fruit, if I can see it, pistachios, that just says pistachios, and that's it. And I had some pumpkin seeds, but it fell on the side of the chair. So I started my journey in 2020. I ate some chicken one day. This was the old version of ourselves. We went out drinking, getting high, and had some chicken, like dumb early in the morning. We're talking like January 1st, 2020. I don't know if it was that given a moment or a couple hours later. My stomach did not feel well at all. And I believe it might have been the next day. Kidding not. We started our journey that whole year eating only fish. So, in the lifestyle of being a pescatarian, we started that journey. Still had our vegetables and grains and things of that nature, but we transitioned and went up a notch. 2021 vegetarian, 2022 plant no, excuse me, not plant-based, vegan, 2023 plant-based, not that healthy, but we're talking more like stuff that still has the chemicals and preservatives and things of that nature. And then we went all in 2024 and still going strong now. And so what really helped me was to be mindful of how my body felt when I'm eating food. And I'm still learning that now. There's some things that causes inflammation and cause it is uneasy when certain foods are causing the inflammation within my stomach, and feel like I'm being, have the bloatation, I'm bloated and everything of that nature. But realizing that we need to be mindful of what we put in our body and how it impacts our body as well. So that was the first thing I realized. All right, cool. We can't eat chicken anymore because it just doesn't feel right. And growing up, I would eat chicken. Not really more of a pork fan. I would eat beef. Used to love meatloaf and stuff like that. But for some reason, like eating meat still didn't really settle with me until I gained new information later on, and that started in 2020. So I paid attention to my body, and I was also just looking around my environment within my community. I had a colleague that was vegetarian. I would sometimes ask him questions, and then I would start delving years progressing over time, researching. So we'll research, just through Google, and obviously now you can chat GPT or Gemini or Claude or whatever it may be. And then also connect on YouTube when it comes to Dr. Yaki Awaken, Dr. Bobby Price, and there's two other platforms that I'll put in the description that really helped me a lot along my journey. And I'm just realizing that, eating food that's in season is very important. Obviously, I know the blueberries right now are not in season, but I'm still finna eat those though. And then also, being consistent with the same food. And so I meal prep my food. It stretches out a week, 2 weeks, and I'll show later videos. I made a homemade butternut squash soup with some potatoes and homemade flaxseed bread with spelt flour and some other things. And so just doing the research and also just figuring out the reasons why you want to go along this journey. I wanted to be healthier. I wanted to have a healthy mind, a healthy body. And I felt the drastic difference. And it impacted my sleep in a positive way. My energy skyrocketed. My hygiene was good, skin, things of that nature. And it really just helped out and it just stuck. And so I just remained consistent, researched, and just explored like what are some other ways that I can still enjoy the food I used to eat that I can do now. Pizza. You can have some cashews to be, processed through, and you can use that as a topping, and also transition that to some cheese. I can use flax bread and spelt flour to make it for the base of the actual crust. Tomatoes, tomato sauce, whatever that may be, put it up there. Use some mushrooms, lion's veins, sataki, if I pronounce it correctly, or blue oyster mushrooms, whatever it may be, and just explore to see what are some things that I can eat that I used to like, but in a healthier way. And so, if you're a person that is interested to start this journey, it doesn't have to be plant based, single, whole foods. What I mean by that, we're talking about like nuts, grains, seeds, fruits, and vegetables. That's what I eat on a consistent basis. But if you are interested, you know, respond in the comments. I'd love to connect with you and help you along your journey. But if you are in this journey, in this process, What are some things that you're learning? What did you start? What resources, books, people, places, or things helped you to start this process? Let us know. Peace.